Hi there. Look what we're fixing up today. Doesn't this look yummy? Oh my. Chicken Verde Taquitos. It's what's on the menu for today. So you're gonna wanna keep on watching because I'm gonna show you how to make this delicious meal. So welcome. Welcome to Debbie's Healthy Kitchen. I'm Debbie Cuevas and I'm a certified health coach. And I help people just like you make major improvements in their health and wellness. And I'm so excited to be cooking for you today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And so this recipe makes 3 servings and it is low fat and healthy for you. And so it's a win-win. And so what you're gonna need for this recipe is some shredded chicken breast. You're gonna need some cooking spray, a baking sheet with some parchment paper, some low-fat shredded Mexican cheese, also some low-moisture shredded mozzarella cheese, as well as some low-fat cream cheese, and what else? Oh, some salsa verde, and I just use this kind, but any kind really will do. All right, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna make the shells for the taquitos, and we're gonna use the cheese. So I'm just going to move my camera down here so you can see my workspace. And so I have my baking sheet all ready to go, and I've already sprayed the parchment paper with the cooking spray. And so I'm just going to take that low moisture mozzarella cheese and we're just gonna make 3 piles. And I will be posting the complete recipe in the comments when I'm all done, so you will have it all. And so we're just making it kind of a round shape here. All right. So it looks just like that, just very easy. And this is gonna go in a 350-degree oven for just 10 minutes until the edges are turning brown. Now you don't wanna overcook it, you do need to be careful. So I'm just gonna pop this in the oven, and while it's baking, then we'll make our ingredients, our filling. What am I doing? All right, I set my timer on my stove, so it's all ready to go. And now we are going to put together our filling for those yummy taquitos. And so I'll just move this down again so you can see. So I've already prepared my chicken breast. And all I did was use I just thawed out some chicken breast and then I just boiled it. Now you can bake it, you can air fry it, you can crock pot it, you can do whatever you want with it. You just want to shred it when it's all cooked. And so this, like I said, I've already made 1 batch, so this is the other half of it rather. And so I've got it all shredded. Now we're gonna start adding our ingredients. So I'm going to add the low-fat cream cheese. We're just gonna add that right into our chicken mixture. And we're just gonna blend it. And so of course you wanna soften that cream cheese before you get started. Makes it a lot easier. Okay. All right. So it's just mixed, you know, with the chicken and the cream cheese. All right. The next thing we're going to do is add in that salsa verde. And you can use any degree of heat. So if I would have found the hot at the grocery store, I would have bought the hot because we do like it spicy around here. But all they had was mild, so it will just have to do. And so I'm just mixing up that cream cheese and chicken mixture with that salsa verde. Smells good. And I will be posting the complete recipe in the comments. I may have already said that. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I will be answering those once I'm all done. All right. So then it just looks like that. We have our chicken, our cream cheese, and the salsa verde. And now we're just going to take our Mexican style cheese blend. Now this was a reduced fat, and we're just going to mix that together. And I know it's a lot of cheese, so for those of you that are more sensitive to cheese or dairy, you may be able to still do this if you find like the non-dairy cheeses. It still should work just fine. All right, so it is rather thick, as you can see, but I have it all blended. And all we're gonna do next is divide this into threes. And how am I gonna do that? Well, I'm just gonna eyeball it the best that I can. So I'm just gonna make basically 3 little piles in my bowl here. As you can see, 3 little piles. All right, so there we are. So now all we have to do is wait for our shells to come out of the oven. And so I just have about 2 more minutes. So I do want to show you once again, for those of you who are joining a little bit late, this is what the taquitos look like. And so they could have been brown just a little bit, and mine are not shaped all that great. It kind of reminds me, I don't know, we used to call these like stuffed sewer pipes when we were growing up. And so it's pretty good though. It's pretty tasty. So that's what it's gonna look like. And then you're just going to dip it in some more salsa verde, and that will be dinner. So just bear with me while we're waiting for that cheese to be melted in the oven. So I am gonna go take a little peek. All right, so it is not done yet. And so earlier when I was making these, I wanna give you a couple of tips. Earlier when I was melting my cheese, I took it out of the oven at that 10 minutes. And I tried using a little spatula to remove them off of that baking sheet. And the cheese had not quite melted all the way, so I had to put it back in the oven. So just depending on your oven and how hot it gets, depends on how long you're gonna want them to cook. And so you do want the edges to be brown, just like this one here. And so the overall cheese itself does not get hard and does not brown all that much, but it still is very yummy. And so the whole trick is to, once they come out of the oven and they're that golden brown around the edges, then you're going to fill them with this chicken mixture and roll them up as quickly as you can, because it is cheese And what will happen is they will start to harden, and then it'll be a little more difficult to roll them into the taquito shape, okay? Now, like I said, this is going in a 350-degree oven for just 10 minutes. And this whole recipe, I mean, it really didn't take that long. The longest part was cooking my chicken. And so you could use a rotisserie chicken. You could also get just a couple of chicken breasts out of the deli. I would recommend not getting the fried because of all the grease, of course, but remove the skin. And I think having your own chicken breast is going to be a lot leaner than buying something in the deli. But sometimes we're short-handed, or short on time rather, and so we want to be able to prepare a meal pretty quickly. But this will be great for a meal, of course, lunch or dinner. Also would be a great snack. It'd be a great after-school snack for the kiddos as well. So you could have those all ready when they come home, and they could just pop one of these into their bellies and enjoy, because it is a healthy protein snack. All right, I'm gonna check on those shells again. Oh, we're getting there. It's almost time. So bear with me. And so I'll just show you what I got for cheese. I use the reduced fat Mexican cheese. I just got this at Safeway. But you know what? I really don't like using the cheese in the bags that are already shredded. And the reason is the stores or the manufacturer puts in added ingredients in the shredded cheese to prevent it from clumping. And I forget exactly what it is, but I really don't like the fact that I'm eating other things other than like food. So I would much rather buy a block of low-fat cheese and shred it myself, but I cannot for the life of me find block low-fat cheese. So if anyone out there knows where you can find some low-fat cheese in a block, I'm looking for cheddar, Mexican cheese, mozzarella, any cheese will do. So I just heard my timer going back to the oven. Okay, so see how that looks right there? So I'm going to try and see if it's done. We might have to pop it back in for another minute or so. And so how I tell is I just take a spatula, and you can see it's just still a little bit soft. I am going to pop it back in for one more minute. All right. Also, I don't know if you noticed this apron here. A friend of mine, Christina Campbell, she's on Facebook, made this apron for me. It says Debbie's Healthy Kitchen. And so I just wanted to give her a little shout out for doing this for me. And I'm gonna put her contact information in the comments below as well. So if you want to check out her Facebook group page, you can certainly do that because she makes some fabulous things, lots of different things besides aprons as well. So anyways, thank you, Christina. It's been great. I love the colors, and thank you. All right. Okay, so one more time, we're going back to the oven. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Woo. And I'm going to show you a little trick here. So I have like a cutting board out here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this parchment paper and bring it over to my cutting board. And I'm gonna flip it upside down. Just like this. So now we have our taquito shells. Okay, so we're gonna work rather quickly here because we don't want these shells to harden. So remember, we have our chicken mixture in 3 little piles. So we're going to scoop all of this into each taquito. All right. And now we're gonna roll it really fast. All right. And it doesn't have to be pretty because they're tasty. So if you really don't care for the looks, it's okay. They taste yummy. And you want to try to wrap it as tight as you can get it as well. So it just forms and stays all together. Now the other great thing, these freeze really well. And so 1 serving is 2 taquitos. And so you could just take these and put them in a a freezer bag or your seal a meal or a plastic container, whatever, and freeze them. And that way you have a meal all ready to go. So when you don't feel like cooking during the week, you can just take those out of the freezer and you're good to go. So that is it right there. Okay. So that's the 3 taquitos. So now is my favorite part of my cooking show. I almost getting choked up. Where I'm gonna try to eat this. No, I'm just gonna take a bite actually. So I am going to dip it in the salsa verde, and because I think it's important that you know that I do eat my own food. And it's tasty, and we eat like this all the time. We love to eat healthy because it's delicious and you get a lot of food. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Wow, it's easy, it's yummy. Mm. Mm-hmm. Roy is gonna love dinner tonight. Oh yeah. Alrighty. So good. So good. Well, thanks for sticking with me, hanging in for a couple extra minutes here. And so, chicken verde taquitos. So tasty, so easy to make. I think you're really gonna love it. Let me know in the comments how you enjoyed this video today. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can even share this to your page, and you may want to wait till I post the complete recipe, which will be shortly. And so as soon as I'm done and shutting off, I will post that recipe and answer your questions in the comments. So thanks again, guys, for watching. I appreciate you so much. And stay tuned next week for another episode of Debbie's Healthy Kitchen. So let's go eat. Bye-bye.